What's up, YouTube? Man, I'm gonna go on a rant real quick. I do this sometimes. This channel is primarily about preparedness. We're getting ready to buy some land and start homesteading, stuff like that. This is about a more natural, prepared, self-reliant lifestyle. That's the direction that me and my wife and our kids are heading in. But I also go on rants every now and again, so you're going to have to bear with me. And this is something that's been bothering me as of late. This toxic masculinity that people talk about. Now, I think I got an idea on what it is, and let me do my best to break this down for you real quick. A toxic masculine male isn't even masculine. Toxic and masculinity, that's a fucking oxymoron right there. They can't coexist. You can't be a masculine man that does what a man is supposed to do: provide, protect, be vulnerable, compassionate, have depth, be able to share that with his wife and with his children, but also at the same time have violence in him. When it comes to protecting that, you have to be capable of that. That's a man, in my opinion. A balance of the two. The brawn and the heart. You have to have them both. Being one or the other negates the other. It has to be balanced. So first of all, the term that they're using is ridiculous. But from what I'm understanding, a toxic masculine man is a man that comes home after a long day's work, yells at his wife because the dinner isn't what he wanted, or the dinner wasn't even prepared, and the laundry ain't done, and the house ain't clean, and his home is in shambles. So through aggression, violence, or threat of violence, he rules his household with an iron fist. Okay, that's not a fucking man. There's nothing masculine about that. Because a man that's doing what he's supposed to be doing and playing his role and getting the job done on a daily basis, providing, protecting, loving, being there, that shit just gets done for them. It just gets done. If you're with a truly feminine woman that is playing her role. See, you need both, and that's why we have such a problem nowadays in relationships and divorces, and I mean, I talk to men at work about this stuff, and a lot of the younger ones, I'm talking 25, I'm 37, a lot of the 25, 26, 27-year-olds, the men will argue with me about this and turn it into like you're a misogynist or something like that. How is that being a misogynist? Explain this to me. If somebody knows, tell me. How is me going out in the snow, in the rain, in the cold, and generating income and providing safety and shelter and security for my family, and in return, I get dinner made, I get clothes folded and done, I get treated the way that a man should be treated, and my wife gets treated the way that a wife should be treated. It's mutual. Me and my old lady have never had this conversation. We've never had to have this conversation. It's unspoken. It's traditional. It works. It's worked for millennia. So someone please explain to me what this is. And it's got men so messed up nowadays that they're almost afraid to utter what I'm saying right now. They're afraid to utter it. They feel it. It's in their bones. It's there. They know it's true. But they won't say it. They're scared of being labeled a misogynist or one of these ists or isms, or you know what I mean? What's gonna happen? You gonna put me in YouTube jail? You could get fired from your job. You know what I mean? Like this shit is happening. It's happening. It's being censored. I don't understand My whole life, I've been able to look at situations that happen in government and happen in culture and politics and stuff like that, and foreign wars, and I could look at a situation and I can hear a version of it on CNN and hear a version of it on Fox, and I could through reason and deduction, I could draw a conclusion, and I'm pretty sure I'm real close on what's happening in the world and why it's happening and what the end game is and what they're trying to do. What's the mission? I don't get the mission here. What are you trying to do? Are you trying to demasculate men? Or are you trying to throw off the whole order of everything and send everything into chaos? If everything goes into chaos, then we don't consume no more like we do. We don't buy your shit that you make. Like, it doesn't make anybody money. So it must be control that they're after. I don't know what it is that they're after, and I hate to go on a rant. I hate to talk about this kind of stuff, but I mean, it all kind of ties in to the preparedness and the homesteading and the traditional values. And look, I'm not a churchgoer. I was raised Catholic. I believe in a God. You know what I mean? I believe in, I guess, what you would call Christian morals. You know what I mean? I love Christ. I just don't get into it any more than that. I think it literally just has to be that simple, but we won't get into all that stuff. All this ties into why I'm moving out of the city, why I'm buying land, why we're choosing to homeschool our children, why we're preparing food stores, water, why we want to be self-reliant, why we practice and train in self-defense, why we do these things, and why more people should do these things. Because I don't know what the end game is of this cultural shit that's going on here in 2024, but I know it's not going to end well. I just know it. I can feel it in my bones. Call me paranoid, call me a conspiracy theorist. There's no good way for this to end without something bad happening first. I think it's a cultural war. I think it's a spiritual war. I think it's a war for the heart of America. And you know what? Like-minded Americans need to stand up and start speaking truth. I will not be silenced. I will not be threatened. I will not be gagged. It will not happen. And I think that we all need to get on board, and we all need to do this, and we all need to take control back for our lives and the lives of our family and the education and the health, mental health, spiritual health, physical health of ourselves and our children. Let me know what you guys think.